By now, you've probably heard the news. Governor Greg Abbott failed in his initial attempt to redraw congressional districts in Texas. After Texas Democrats denied him the numbers that he needed to pass the new electoral map, Abbott was forced to adjourn the special legislative session and start over. But what happened next? As Texas Democrats returned to the state, Abbott forced Democratic state legislators to sign permission slips. Yes, just like in elementary school, and assigned them an officer from the Texas Department of Public Safety to follow them around. You heard that right. State law enforcement officials are surveilling Texas state legislators on taxpayers' dime. Texas police are being pulled from their assigned duties, policing real crimes, to watch over lawmakers. But we want to draw your attention to a Democrat who refused to go along with this authoritarian bullshit. State Representative Nicole Collier chose to sleep at the Texas State Capitol rather than sign Abbott's permission slip. I think we have a photo. Incredible. Here at the DNC, we're supporting State Representative Collier all the way, and we'll continue to support Democrats all over the country as they work to defeat these illegal, unconstitutional attempts to redraw the maps in Republicans' favor. I'm Hannah Moldavan, Deputy Communications Director for the Democrats, and your host for today. It's Wednesday, August 20th, and this is the Democrats Daily Blueprint. Texas Democrats returned to applause after staging their 2-week walkout to protest Republicans' rigged maps in Texas. That protest ignited a spark that has spread all over the country as Democrats geared to fight Trump's attempt to hijack the midterm maps. This past weekend, thousands of Americans attended events nationwide to stop the Trump takeover of our elections.
Protests over redistricting expands beyond Texas. These images here, demonstrations found in California, Austin, and also right here in North Texas. Groups chanting, holding signs, fighting back against what they have called a Trump takeover.
But we're not stopping there. Led by California Governor Gavin Newsom, Democrats are fighting fire with fire, introducing plans to offset the Republican blatant Texas power grab. Last week, Newsom unveiled the Election Rigging Response Act, a ballot measure that would counteract the Texas map and level the Democratic playing field. As Trump tries to export his gerrymandering schemes to states like Indiana and Florida, this California counterpunch sends a clear message to Republicans. Democrats will fight fire with fire. And we're united in our opposition because voters and not Donald Trump should choose who serves in the House of Representatives. That's why later today, DNC Chair Ken Martin is joining Governor Newsom, Senator Cory Booker, and Texas State Representative Nicole Collier. They're going to lay out the next steps in this fight to protect democracy as we keep the pressure up on Republicans who are trying to unfairly tilt the map in their favor. After all, they know they can't win on their merits. Their budget bill kicks more than 17 million Americans off their health care. And Trump's economy? Well, prices are climbing as his reckless trade war stokes inflation. That's why this redistricting scheme is a 5-alarm fire. Trump is pursuing an unconstitutional scheme to dilute the voting power of Black and Brown Americans. But Democrats are fighting tooth and nail to stop him. We're not going to roll over while Republicans break the rules and try to rig the game. Why? Because Americans deserve fair maps. Texas Democrats lit the spark that has set off this national movement, and Democrats all over the country are picking up the torch. If you live in California, reach out to your state legislator and tell them that you support Governor Newsom's Election Rigging Response Act. And if you live in Indiana, Florida, or any other state that is considering going along with Trump's authoritarian pressure campaign, then we need you to reach out to your state legislator too and tell them hell no to mid-decade redistricting. Because our public pressure is working. As we've talked about on the Daily Blueprint, Republicans are being publicly booed every time they step out in public. Republican Elise Stefanik was just the latest. Continue to ignore their voters at their own peril. And the upcoming elections, we'll vote them all out. Thanks for joining us today for this episode of the Daily Blueprint. We'll be here right with you every day during the week at 10 a.m. Eastern on the DNC's YouTube page. Until tomorrow.